Good day, everyone. We are the Group 2, and we will be discussing to you Chapter 2 Authentication and Access Control. For this topic, we will be learning authentication methods such as password, multi factor authentication, remote access control, and technologies. Also, we will learn how to manage users' permission and access control and identify the access management solution. Authentication and access control are fundamental concepts in the realms of information security assurance. And the term authentication is the process of identifying users that request access to the system network service, app, website, or devices. The primary goal of authentication is to ensure that the user is who they claim to be. This is a process of proving that some fact or some document is genuine. And the access control is a fundamental component of data security that dictates who is allowed to access and use a company information and resources. And through authentication and authorization, the access of control policies make sure that users are who they say they are.
Authentication key elements and mechanism. First is we have the identity. Identity is the user system or entity that seeks access to a particular resource is identified through unique identifier, often referred to as a username, user ID, or client ID. Second is we have the credentials. This includes informations that users or entities present to prove their identity. Credentials help the system verify that the individual or entity is indeed authorized to access the requested resource. Prevalent credential types include something the user knows. Next is the something the user has. Lastly, we have the something the user is. The third is we have the authentication factors. Credentials fall into three main categories known as authentication factors. First is the knowledge factors. Second is the possession factor. Third is the inherence factors. And lastly, we have this authentication process. The authentication process typically follows these steps. First is the initiation. The process starts when a user tries to access a service or system. It triggers the need for authentication. Second is the submission of credentials. Third is the validation. The system checks if the provided credentials match the ones stored in its database. It is comparing the information to confirm identity. We have also the authentication result. Based on the comparison, the authentication process yields of two outcomes: successful authentication. Next is the failed authentication.
So we have five different authentication. So first is password-based login. Password-based login, users enter a username and password to access system. So ayun lang yung password-based login. Mag-enter ka lang ng username mo and password. Second is multi-factor authentication or MFA. Requires two or more verification factors such as a password, something and one-time code sent to a phone, something you have to enhance security, sabi niya. And then next is biometric authentication, which is using unique biological traits like yung fingerprint, facial recognition, certificate-based authentication. So use digital certificate issued by trusted authority to authenticate users or device, commonly used in VPN secure website and enterprises. So last is token-based authentication. Yan naman parang sa card or yung bank card, ganun. Yun yung ginagamitan ng PIN na password. What is remote access and control? Refers to the technology protocols that allow individuals or system to access, manage, and control computing resources or data from a location distinct from where the resources are hosted. So next is the remote access control. So the remote access control enables user to securely access device in a different physical location.
Virtual Private Network or VPN. A virtual private network is a common method used to provide remote access with each user needing individual authorization. Kunyari, tuwing kokonek tayo sa internet ng walang VPN, ang device natin ay mabibigyan ng IP address para malaman yung location natin or yung ginagawa natin sa internet. Pag gagamit naman tayo sa ng VPN, mapapalitan ang ating IP address natin dahil sa VPN server. Kumbaga, yung totoong IP address natin ay nakatago. Type of virtual private network. Remote access VPN. Allow users to connect securely to private networks such as a company internal from a remote location. Second, site-to-site VPN is used to securely connect two or more network over the internet. Cloud VPN. It's used typically used when business or individual needs to access resources, service, or data. Mobile VPN, a securely connect to a network over the internet. SSL or Secure Socket Layer is a protocol that provides security from data transmitted over the internet. PPTP is used an older VPN protocol that allow of secure data transmission between two devices or over the internet. OpenVPN is an open source and highly secured VPN protocol that provides a flexible and reliable solution from creating secure connection.
REGIS protocol stands for Remote Authentication Dial-in User Service. Purpose: a network protocol that provides centralized authentication, authorization, and accounting for users who connect to a network. Remote users, individual trying to access a network from remote location. Network access server acts as a gateway to remote users to connect to the network. Remote authentication dial-in user service. It is an internet standards protocol. Types of authentication servers. Dial-in servers. Servers that allows users to call remote using dial-up telephone lines. Virtual private network. Servers that provide secure access to private net over the internet. Wireless access points. Device that allows wireless device to connect a wired network using Wi-Fi. Managed network access switch. Network switch that control access to network based on users' authentication and authorization policies.
Managing users' permissions and access control. User's permission. It refers to the specific tasks that a user is allowed to perform on a system. The importance of users' permissions to ensure security by restricting access to sensitive information. Next is access controls. Access controls are security measures that determine who can access specific data, applications, and resources. They help protect sensitive information by ensuring that only authorized users have the appropriate permissions. Some key considerations and best practices for effectively managing user permission and access control. Role-based access controls. It is users are assigned roles that dictate their access rights. Second is least privilege principles. It is users receive the minimum access necessary for their roles. Regular access review. Periodic evaluation of user access right. Authentication mechanism. Strong procedures to verify user identities. Users provisioning and deprovisioning. It is a process for adding and removing users.
Access control list. Restrict and manage users' permission to ensure only authorized individuals can access specific data or systems. Ang mga autorisado lamang ang pwedeng maka-access ng system or data. Number 7, we have a monitoring and logging. Continuously track system activities and maintain logs to detect, investigate, and respond to security incidents. Laging nakamonitor para makadetect or investigate or makapag-respond ng mga incidents. Number 8, we have encryption and data protection. Securing sensitive data using encryption to prevent unauthorized access and ensure data integrity. Ginagamit ito para ma-prevent ang pagpasok o pagtingin ng mga hindi otorisadong tao sa data. Number 9, we have user training and awareness. Educate users on cybersecurity, best practices, phishing threats, and safe online behavior to reduce human risk. So, isang training para ma-reduce ang human error risk. Number 10, we have a regular security audits and assessments. Periodically review security policies, configuration, and system to identify vulnerabilities and ensure compliance with standards.
Identify Access Management AIM solutions allows organization protect data, ensures regulatory compliance, reduce costs, and provide a simplified and enhanced experiences for users. For example, management solution for data protections and regulatory compliance often refers to as a information management or data management solution are designed to help organizations ensures the security of their data meets compliance requirements, reduce costs, and enhance for experiences.
Is the some key components and IAM solution in the context of informational security and assurance. First, single sign-on or SSO enable users to log in once and access multiple applications without re-entering credentials. Second, identity lifecycle management manages user identities from creation to deletion, ensuring process access control. Third, multi-factor authentication or MFA enhances security by requiring multiple authentication factors. Fourth, role-based access control or RBAC grants access based on user rules following the least privilege principle. 5. Privilege access management or PAM. Secure and monitor high-level access to critical system. 6. Identity federation allows user to authenticate across different systems using the same credential. Example, Google Login for third-party apps. 7. Access reviews and auditing. Regularly checks user permission to ensure compliance and security. Number 8. Identity governance implements policies to manage and enforce access control. API security protects APS, authorized access, and cyber threats. Cloud IAM manage identity and access control for cloud-based application and services.
Top 11 identity access and management solutions include JumpCloud. JumpCloud is an open-based directory platform that connects employees to resources and secure remote devices. Tenfold security users access management for mid-sized organization by streamlining permissions across local and cloud services. IS Decisions focuses on securing Windows Active Directory with UserLock, which integrates MFA and session management. TailSafeNet Trusted Access strengthens the security by putting human decision at the core of its solution. Okta Workforce Identity ensures secure cloud and hybrid application access, offering a seamlessly passwordless experience. Oracle IAM is a leading enterprise software provides offering robust identity management solutions. Prove specialize in identity proofing for industries like banking, healthcare, and enhancing security and trust. Being Identity helps enterprise implement zero trust security and improve security experiences. Microsoft Azure AD manage over billion identities globally, enabling secure access for Office 365 and beyond. IBM Security Verify deliver identity as a service including MFA, SSO, and adaptive access. HID and access management is a global security provider that verifies people, places, and devices, serving millions of users in over 100 countries.